Good evening, class. Hold on, did I mute? I hit the wrong button. Okay, we're good. We're good. Hi, everyone. How are we doing? Just a small little bit of panic. Signum first, and throwing a football, I guess. Gray, what's up, my guy? Toby, thank you for checking out Street Fighter, the Asphalt Puncher comic from class library. Gray is shooting Signum. V, thank you for checking out Kindergarten Gourmet, cooking with glue, Play-Doh, and other delicious school supplies. My mouth is doing weird stuff. What? Feel less shit? Oh, good. Hi. Let's see. Hi, Toby. How's it going? Great. Thank you for checking out Goatee, spreading the cheeks of the nation. Blue, thank you for checking out The Bush, an examination of a robot's natural habitat by Blitz C. Rank. Deus, thank you for checking out Isekai, why be lame in one dimension when you're only a truck ride away from greatness in another. Easy, thank you for checking out Tracing, a guide to VTuber identity theft from the class library. The table. The internet still shouldn't. Well, of course it is. Is it com crap? Is it com crap, Deus? What's up, Easy? Hi, Toby. Yeah, we're back. We will be working on the same shit we were working on last night. And then yeah, that's kind of the plan. I forgot to plug my headset in before we left though. So how you guys doing today? I hope everything's going. I wasn't looking. I swapped where I can see myself, and my shirt appears to be missing. Yes, yes. Thank you, thank you. I realized that was a few minutes ago. I did not see the redeem. That's fair, Days. That was very good timing. Yes. Anyway, oh, who could have done that? I don't know. Who has a long, storied history of making my shirt explode? Ooh, Toby? Couldn't be Toby. Couldn't be Toby. Toby is the perfect little Welsh bean. It's Toby. Toby did it. Now examine my mouth. You did nothing? I don't believe you. I don't believe you. Um, I don't see what your teeth. Twofers. Maybe it. Hold on. Let me recalibrate. I don't see anything wrong with it though. Is it lagging a little bit or something? Yeah, it seems to be looking fine for me, Blue. Wait. What's Blue? Are you fucking with me? I don't know what's going on. Help! I need an adult. I need to go back and, you know, I need to go back and clip the I am a teenager with a drinking permit, Gray. No help is coming. It's following my mouth movements just fine. I do have kids. You don't have to be an adult to have kids, though. I know many people that would beg to differ, but oh shit! I forgot to do something real quick. Slightly sick. Just want to play Diablo. The best way to do that right now is. That sounds terrible. Oh, that sounds terrible. That girl dance. Hold on a second. Lunecra, love, are you present and listening? Um, I have to do something real quick with the children. I need them to come downstairs very quickly. Just for a very quick short phone call. So yeah, you clip the thing you're seeing. Okay, let me see what you're talking about. Yeah, something I completely forgot about while I was still upstairs. Let me see what Blue's talking about here. Oh, my mouth is like jittering. Okay, that's weird. I am like making weird like lip movements. But yeah, give me just a minute. I'm gonna mute real quick, but hold on. Alright, it's done. I promised my grandmother that I would do that. So, it is my, my spawning pit's birthday, so, I promised my grandmother I'd get the kids to, call and wish them a happy birthday. So, yeah, anyway. I guess we should... Yeah, my spawning pit. I'm gonna move over for a second. Yes, it would technically be my mother. Biologically speaking, but she is my spawning pit. Let's start the music real quick. We'll do that. Alright, let me scoot my stuff over, and we're gonna start working on these werewolves, I think. That is rude, both of you. That's very rude. You should. You should definitely get a Morbius bumper. What color do I make these werewolves? It's still fucking rude, Sig. Right? Alright, I should probably do... Are these supposed to be chicken feet? Hold up. No, I have a model for you already, Easy. They're like fucking like chicken feet. What? My one friend made all of his werewolves look like his he's got a I don't know what it's called. It's basically a miniature corgi. It's a corgi that's like the size or not a corgi, it's a husky that's about the size of a corgi, but it's not a Swedish Valhund. It's like proportional still. He just looks like a 4-month-old husky perpetually, but he's like 3 years old now. And he made all of his werewolves for every game he does. He paints them like that dog. But what about second models? My good sir, first model, I get to paint you in a kilt. Alright, where the fuck's my airbrush? Paint them red. Ooh, they will go faster. I think we'll do this batch, since these are supposed to be for a specific event. We'll do this batch gray, and then I'll do my next batch. I'll do since I'm probably gonna be buying more. I'll do the next batch red, or like orange, red, and then we'll do black, gray, and we'll go through the color scheme. How do we do that? When the lights go out, you wanna watch the way you take the stage by storm. When you wrap those boys around your finger. I do need to. Well, I need to figure out. I haven't done a lot of the VTuber friend models yet. I have to actually figure some out. But there's the Conquest has much more detailed models, so I think I would lean into them personally. Oh, can you not hear the music? Hold on. Like, the only person I've actually painted on stream so far is Blue. Alright, let me check the music. Oh, it is not playing. Hold on. There you go. You should be able to hear it now. Make one white wolf, one rainbow. I should. I'm the one who's selling you out. Well, it feels like squealing hearts calling your name in the crowds. Alright. I need to redo these guys' pants, but that's fine. Paint a model, you has to be a dwarf. Okay. I have so like easy and gray are easy. They're wolves. Easy or easy. Toby. Yeah, it'd probably be a Voton. If I did one of him. Blue I don't have. I painted it on stream. Like a lot of you guys saw it. It was a 3D printed like Gabo Commissaire model that looks just like Blue's model. I might Deus. I just don't have any spare computers I can do it with right now. Like Neff, I don't have any. Neff and I are the two that are going to be hard to figure out. Crim, I need like I have a couple Birdman models. Zaku, I know what I want to do, but I don't want to spend the money on it. Because I would love to paint Zaku as the Dragon Ceton, but I don't want to buy a Dragon Ceton model. That's fair. I guess I could do a Dragon pinup model. That's true, Deus. You're not wrong. I could technically form a VM for that. Signum, I think I'm just going to make 2 legs sticking out of a Tyranid's ass. Maybe my Screamer Killer will finally finish my Screamer Killer, and just 2 little Necron legs kicking out of its ass, and that's Signum. Waiting for it. If only Aspect were here, he would draw that in a heartbeat. Right, Odin? How you doing, Boo? I have to figure something out for Odin too. I don't have any cat people either. Shit. I don't know anyone. Val will be a hard one too. Song requests are on, yeah. Signum. That's not going to do anything. It doesn't. You know, it doesn't throw my kids up too bad. It's fine. Yeah, I just got to get Tengu for Crim and Crow. Like, if I were to do, like, all of my friends, I'm trying to think. Oh, there's my headset dying. 1 second. They're my children. They're gonna have monster addictions. I drink between fucking 3 and 6 of those bitches a day on average. The only reason I'm not drinking one right now is because I had vodka tonic left over from last night. Lunecra hasn't let them have it. Alright. I like his voice. You're always invited, Greg. And I'm drinking. Because I'm almost always drinking. I like this, dude. This is good. I'm not here. Alright. So the question is, do I want to dry brush, bring it up from black to the gray, or do I want to do a base gray and then bring it up from there? I think we're gonna do base black and dry brush up. You know what? We're gonna go. Hey, Phaedos, how are you doing? Phaedros, sorry. You're on my way to see. Wait, 4 hours, my guy. Where are you right now? It is definitely not 4 hours from here to your state. Dry brush, grayscale. I actually think what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna do my Crooksbane base and do that like green gray, because I'm gonna do the pants that color, and then we'll lighten the fur slightly lighter, and we'll leave the fur like a as the base for that. So the shadows will be that like green gray color. I think that's what I'm gonna try to go for. It's either that or I do Thornwood, which is like a brown green gray. Which one? The brown green gray? Yeah, I don't need to slap chop these. I'm just gonna dry brush them up. The best way to do fur is prime in black and just gradually build up dry brushes. It is the best way to do fur. These are Shrekwolfen for Conflict 47 that will be used for a Castle Wolfenstein inspired event. You know, that fucking song was good, Odin. Oh, I need to add that to my playlist. Hold up.
So get this, what happens if we get the President of the United States in this portal that we actually made?
Have you been reading all the lore, Steel, other than what I told you last night? Hold on, what was the name of that song, Odin? It passed away. Hold up. Give me a sec. I'm just gonna scoot over so I can add it to my playlist. It is done! It has been added to the playlist! Yeah, it's fucking great, isn't it? With various droids of Star Wars Legion. Separate. I have actually a lot of Legion models that I've never put together. A few years ago, I was given. Oh, these are Noctjaegers, by the way. These are like they're the gargoyle vampire creatures, which I'm gonna probably do the same thing. I'm gonna hit them actually with another layer of the skin tone, because we're gonna have to go back over and fix their pants. And I realized that I shouldn't have painted them this early. Eggs. I have, so a couple years back, I don't know what his online title is, but we'll just call him Sam. You might remember my friend Sam Sig. When him and his family moved back to Texas,
I'm Deckard Cain, and I still can't believe what I am reading. And I'm Deckard Cain.
Thank you, Deckard Cain. When him and his family moved back to Texas, he started managing a game store down there. It's it was a game store, but it was owned by the Right Stuff Corporation. And he, for my birthday, around the time Eldest Gremlin was born, sent me the 2 starters for Star Wars Legion, and I don't know anyone that fucking plays the game. I also actually have the Star Wars Shatterpoint starter as well that I've never put together. That was also given to me as a birthday gift. I've played Shatterpoint though. I have done a demo of it at the store. Alright, these things are supposed to be weird and fleshy, so we're gonna make them weird and fucking fleshy. And then I guess we'll just hand paint the pants. So let's... Has no grace. This Kong has a funky face. Has no grace. This Kong has a funky face. Has no style, he has no grace. Has a funky face. Alright, we'll just leave that as is there. Alright. The droid faction looks fun. Barely found a unique mechanic yet. Well, what's the unique mechanic? How does it work? There's a couple games that I very much want to play, but I don't know anyone locally that plays them. Like Conquest. I bought into Conquest with a friend of mine who passed away a couple months ago, and we never got to play. And I have 3 armies actually. Because I have Wadroon, my eldest son has Wadroon, I have Old Dominion and Sorcerer Kings, and I'm thinking about buying the Fae. But, I've no one local plays, so... I am singing along to One Wing Kong, yes, thank you. What's up, Toby? A friend who's never visited before came over to pick up some cards for a tournament on Saturday. We're gonna set his nav to a village pub. Oh my god! What a dick move. The fuck? Could have slapped it. Weren't expensive cards. It was oh, the Heir Apparents. Yeah, Zaku finally explained to me what Heir Apparent does, and why we're riding to the gamers flea market on Saturday, and I'm like, so why was it Toby wanted to beat you for this deck? And he explained it, and I was about to pull the car. I pulled the car over, and I'm like, okay, well. We're about 2 miles away from the game store, so you're gonna get out and walk in honor of Toby's mind now. I actually drove, but... So if a unit is not issued an order, this is suppressed. After the mini's destroyed, will trigger AI, which is forced action. Usually choice between the 2. Oh! That sounds kind of insane, actually. Alright, Odin, this song's fucking fantastic too, my guy. Are you gonna attack me with the Serbian dancing lady? Is that what's happening, Easy? We pledge by 2026 we'll put a gopher on the roof. It's amazing. Alright. Y'all need to get out the way. Because we doing some werewolf tonight. This is fantastic, dude. I love this. Alright, so did we just... Am I... Stormwood or... Okay, we'll do Crick Screen as the base. So we'll do Crick Screen as the base. Where the fuck is it? And then we'll build up the brown-black into, like, brown-gray. But where is my base? I use this color for literally everything. What did I do with it? Where did I put this? Have fun, Odin. Love you, buddy. I do have a Discord. Exclamation point Discord. It'll pop up. There it is. I found it. Thank you, Toby. We are in the process of redoing permissions and stuff in the Discord. So if it does not give you the ability to see any of the channels, let me know. Myself or one of the mods will have to go in there and give you the student title, because for some reason, the auto giver doesn't work all the time. And I don't know why. Probably because it hates me. Alright. Crow! Crow, Toby's been bad. I joke, Toby, it's not been bad at all. Oh, just the normal blowing my shirt up and stuff. Crow's been bad. He hasn't come over here and played games with me yet. In person. Alright, well, you can do that in your dorm room, guys. I fucking did too invite you over. Well, I said what, someday we'll have to meet up for real. Matter of fact, I distinctly remember inviting you because I made a joke about I had to make sure you'd be able to escape first. That's the real reason Toby hasn't come over yet, because Toby's afraid of getting lost in Ohio. They have you microchipped, I believe that. You must return to the concrete corn. What the hell is Brittle Bones Nikki? Alright, so we'll do that. We'll hit it with some Thornwood Green from the airbrush. And then we will start building it up with dry brushes after the... We'll wash it. We'll hit it with an Agrax Earthshade. Wash, and then we'll start building it up by hand. I don't know what this is, but I'm vibing with it pretty heavy. Visit! Welcome in, buddy! How are you doing today? Hello! For those of you who don't know, I'm ProfIscariot, Archon of History and Folklore. Hello! What's up, dude? How you been? Papa doesn't want to stream with you no more. What are we working on today? Thank you for getting the shout out. If I could get my fucking bottle here open. Visit. Don't look into this. I don't know why, but this lid won't come off. Okay, I'll get you in a minute there, Phaedrus. How you doing, though, bud? How you been? Long time no talk. We are working on some Conflict 47 miniatures that will be used in a Castle Wolfenstein inspired event. So, I've got some Shrek Wolfen and some Nachtjägers. Alright, I got that open now. Let me fix this thing for Phaedrus real quick. What's up, Speedmark? How you doing? Twitch likes doing that. Alright, you should be good now, Phaedrus. Yeah, Twitch is fucking terrible, dude. Doing good. I'm here. I'm here. I have a drink. I have shit to paint. We're here. Odie, thank you so much for the resub, boo. How you feeling? Toby! Thank you for the gifties, buddy. Lotus, Umi Katsumi, Firik, Marcin, and Visit. Look at that. Where is my... There it is. Yeah, what were you painting today, dude? Yeah, Twitch is weird like that, and if you follow too many people, you get rate limited because they think you're a bot. If you follow like a dozen people in like I think it's a 3-hour period or something, you get rate limited. Hey, how you doing, Garcias? Story? I haven't told a story in a long time. Starting a Thunderstep from... Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, Twitch actually automatically assumes you're a bot if you follow over a certain number of people. It's really, really... It's both understandable and incredibly dumb. Oh, for the record, working hours always, hell yeah. For the record, song requests are on, ! SR, yep, just like Crow just did. Right there. Alright. Hearts on fire tonight, feel my bones ignite, feels like war. Hearts on fire tonight, feel my bones tonight, feels... Catch up on chat in a second, guys. We're gonna give this a nice couple minutes to actually dry. Once I'm happy with it, and then we will hit these guys. Kiki, thank you for checking out. I made it the fuck up, citing your studies when you have no evidence from the class library. Thank you so much for the lurkies. Hey, thank you so much for the lurkies. That's it. Have fun with dinner, bud. What do you mean? You should come back and let me know what you're making. I made a 5 cheese like spaghetti sauce with steak bites and onion and garlic in it. So that's what I cooked for dinner. And miraculously, all 3 of my kids enjoyed it. Odie, thank you for checking out a very explicit Robots Mudfic. Printing out on a copy pair, gently stapled together and thoroughly used. Crow, thank you for checking out Free Falling, how suddenly Saddle Watch parachutes from Glass Library. Brittle Bones Nikki is about a guy who had no... That's actually fantastic, dude. I'm gonna have to look into that. Joy drop. Okay, I'll have to look in a second. Give me just a second. Let me clean out my airbrush for this dries in here. I put flow improver, but I just don't trust it. I've ruined an airbrush before, and I have a new airbrush that will be coming soon, thanks to a very, very generous, very close friend that was here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but it's not on the way yet. Add a new piece of filthier target player. Draw your whole deck. 2 more turns. Draw your whole deck again, bitch. Is that what you're doing, Toby? You are a monster, my good sir. A absolute monster. Oh, hold up. Let me... Oh, I love that, Phaedros. Those look great. Packs keep throwing cards. Yeah, that's kind of just what happens when you're a commander player. There's a reason why, I personally have got okay not playing Magic. Because, that sounds like hell. I'll keep playing Gundam, and I'll keep doing horrible shit in Gundam, okay? Toby's 1 in 5 states. Toby, is that the real reason that you won't come visit, Crow? You're 1 in 5 states for Magic the Gathering crimes? Alright, I gotta put some more water in my, my water pot here. Give me a sec. Don't you fucking start, Odie. That is terrifying. Alright, give me 1 sec. I'll be right back. I return! Counter a single poison counter. Phaedros, that is also a crime! That is also a crime, my good sir. Oh no, there's a... there's Flash I missed. God damn it. Ah! I didn't see that last night. I got it. Hey, Bonnie! Hey, Easy, do me a favor, shout Buddy out. Also, shout Lotus K out, too. When we get a chance. I don't know. They're both fantastic people. You all should follow them. Bonnie is a V-sibling of mine. It's weird, though. That's a fucking lie, Bunny. Remember how last night I was talking about the reasons I don't like metal models very much? The, like, gross amount of flash that shows up on them is another reason. Also, though, I was a little drunk last night, so, you know. Oh, you didn't. Oh, I guess it's auto playing now. Where were we? Hold on, shit. I gotta catch up. 1 second. Meow. Only carry the infect package of Phyrexian. That makes sense. I agree, Odie. Alright. I don't even play Magic, and I know how terrible that is. I just had this fucking paint. What did I do with it? There it is. The threat of violence is enough. I have multiple friends that my friendship is completely contingent on the concepts of mutually assured destruction, so I understand you. It is an explosion. It is. It did the explosion. Have you never seen that before? I wouldn't say everyone, Toby. You did tell me some stories about that one guy. Alright, that's better. I think we're gonna have to hit it with some more Thornwood. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a little heavier on the Thornwood, because it's tinting the way I want it, but not quite harsh enough. Oh. Yeah, no, if Toby's here, it happens every couple seconds, normally. there it is. Yeah, that guy, Toby. I'm gonna have to tell Odin that this song really scratches the brain itchies. Poison, you either start treating me like a threat or you... See, I like graveyard decks. I like graveyard and recursion. So I don't even know if I would be able to survive any of that kind of shit. That's the problem. Like, that's the kind of decks I play in any game I play. I play a lot of... I guess Grixis, I think is what it's called. I played a lot of black-green. I played some black-blue, and I played, like, white-red and stuff. Skittles is lurking. Who is Skittles? What is Skittles? Other than them decent candy. Alright, where is the Thornwood? Because, like I said, we're gonna have to hit some more Thornwood on that. There it is. And then while this is working, we'll start working on building the Knockjäger. Actually, I should wash the Knockjägers. And we'll do it all together. Skithrix the Blight Dragon? I don't know. I don't know what that means. So I'm not allowed to play Magic, or I'm not allowed to buy Magic, Phaedros. My wife has forbidden it. Because I have an issue where when I play a game, I feel the need to own a full playset of said game. So if I were to start playing Magic, I would second mortgage our house. So, the only card game I play, and the only card game I'm allowed to play, is the Gundam card game. However, I have played Magic in the past. I will play Magic if I'm handed the cards. The last time I played was the very first Innistrad set. The last time I played seriously was the very first Innistrad set. Yeah, no, we will. We will sometime, Toby. 3 colorless, black, 4 flying infect.
Wait, is it blue or black? Because if I remember, isn't blue... One of them is you. I can't remember which one it is, though. Black, okay. 3 black, black, 4 flying infect, gain haste this turn, for 1 black, regenerates... Jesus Christ! Yeah, okay, that does sound terrifying. That sounds like a whole bunch of not okay. There, it just gives me, it gives the littlest bit of brown to the coloring. Yeah, we'll leave that there. I think that once it dries will be about what I want. Let me hit this hand real quick. Yeah, hit these hands real quick. Okay. Bye, Odie. Love you, buddy. Why do I feel like that's a threat, bro? I feel like the name, like, have someone who's goes by Slayer play with me. Feels like a threat. Slayer made a deck that makes you have no cards in your hand and then punishes you. That's fucking cruel! I love it! That's fucking, that's beautiful. It's beautiful and dumb and cruel, and I love it. Call it his torture porn tag! Yeah, I king. Bolts and lightning. Fight like a Viking. Bolts and lightning. No. You know, fuck it. I'm gonna glue that arm in place. I'm gonna glue that arm in place. Doing this guy's pants are gonna fucking suck either way. Oh, I did. I already did. They look great. The ones you got painted already, they look great. I own most of them. I just have never put them together. Yeah, no, I see the, I don't know, what the Roger droids that you got painted there. They look great. And then I love the fucking battle droids. I do want to eventually paint them. Slayer's been playing about 4 years now, got an NTG. He made a deck that works around Manifest, and flipping them for free. I watched him vomit his entire lane base on the table. So he's just a monster. He's just an out-and-out monster, is what I'm hearing. This person, figure out candor, you only need one. See, that's the problem, though, is I know that I only need 1 copy of every card for Commander, but because I'm me, I will want to be able to participate in any kind of event I get a fancy for. So, there was at one point I had 200 copies of Ravenous Rats. Like, I'm gluing this in so that, because honestly, it's just going to be easier to paint him all together. But yeah, at one point I owned 200 copies of Ravenous Rats. So, like, even though Commander is only, a singleton format, I think I commit Warcrime Slayers, devour the Geneva Convention. Warcrime candidates so already. Why so many? Partially for the bit. Partially because, like, I had dreams of just having a ton, just it's really for the bit. I did make a Commander deck as a joke where I put it was 30 swamps. Who was the commander? I don't remember who the commander was, but it was 30 swamps and the rest were Ravenous Rats. There was nothing else in the deck. But it was primarily for the bit. Yeah, oops all rats, exactly. Alright, I need to let that dry now too. I've told you about Orgut's Clown Car, haven't I, Toby? In Gundam. It's not a great deck, but make a rat deck for the missus. Do it. Do it. Rat token deck. I'm gonna need that for these guys. Oh, I am almost out of both of those. See, I don't even know what would go into a rat deck. A mouse deck that picked out a... that's fair. I don't 100% understand the brackets fully, like I was saying the other night. But I know roughly what it means. Alright. I'm gonna need a lot more of that. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate that, Toby. Alright, let's hit this. Just go heavy on the wash, and then we will, after this dries, we'll get to building up the dry brushes. Last time I checked, Phyrexian deck was bracket 2. It's okay. I'll look at it after. Let me get these guys washed real quick because it's gonna take a couple minutes for them to dry. I'll look and we'll talk about that during that. You know, what the next thing I really need to work on is, I need to get some of my ghosties done for another situation, not for Age of Sigmar, but I'm going to be using Age of Sigmar models for it. So I've got all those fucking Night Haunts that are just, like, sitting there on a shelf. I should work on my Conquest minis. Although, honestly, I have so much I want to do. Maybe I'll finally work on Infinity. Finally work on my Infinity minis. Maybe I'll try to, like, learn how to play the game. Game changers are basically powerful eliminate cards. I know, I've heard the term game changer. I think Zaku mentioned it one time when we were hanging out. Because he's gotten real. Him and Hollow Nocturne both have gotten really, really big into Magic again. I'm trying to get him to play Gundam with me, but see, I see, connected to catastrophe. You know, I know, he's the god, you the one, take the drug, pull the plug, reclaim all control. Who's to fill, who's to fill, on the rabbit hole we go. You take me away to a faraway place. Where you go, I will go. A moment to waste. Alright, let's see if we can do another layer after those start drying a little bit. Alright, and you guys. I think we need to hit with another layer of... Yeah, we need to hit you with another layer of the skin tone. And then we'll start flesh shading and crimsoning it. Hold up. So that Age of Sigmar, Bex. You should do that. I agree, Crow. You should paint that off for your dad. And, like, honestly, like, do it. That's fine. Put it together. It depends on what the box is. It might even be push fit. $40K Kill Team Necromunda AOS. It's easier to list games I don't have, Phaedros. What color? We're gonna do like a brown gray. We're gonna do like a brownish gray build up. So for this batch, we'll do the next batch as like more of a gray. We'll go up and then another one batch we'll do like more of a black to gray. Yeah. All right. Can you take me away to a faraway place? Where you go, I will go. A moment too late. Deal to Marcy. It's given to your brother because the shop owner couldn't sell it due to... send it to me. I might be able to get you the instructions. Like send me a picture when you dig it out. Those weren't the miniatures you were saving up for me to paint, were they, Crow? Yeah, but Phaedros, I have I own every single, at least one, in most cases, at least 2 copies of every plastic miniature that Catalyst Game Labs has produced for BattleTech. I own every Death faction. I own Tomb Kings. I've played Blood Angels for years. I have a couple other 40k armies. I've got Conquest. I paid into the Xeogenesis Kickstarter I'm waiting on. I own every Trench Crusade model that's come out. I have every Marvel Crisis Protocol model that's come out, bar the last 3 boxes. I have 2 whole Infinity armies I need to paint. Like, I feel you. GW Sharks all... Yeah, exactly. GW, actually, that's... As much crap as I give GW for, like, certain things, that is one thing they've always been very good at. If you have, like, a defective box that you get, or you have missing parts or something, their customer service is very generous. That is one thing they've always been very good at. Also, fuck off, Sig. I saw these live. I saw Baby Metal live. They were really fucking good, actually. Yeah, I got a defective box of Sanguinary Guard, and they sent me a whole replacement box and told me keep the defective one. Privateer Press used to be like that. Like back in like 2nd edition. Oh, fuck off, Sig. Oh, it'll make you happy. I actually have orcs I have to paint. It's gonna be real hard for me to paint him, though, because he wants them to be purple. I don't know how I'm supposed to paint something I can't see. One sec. Let me find the box. Give me a second. Agents. Where is it? Just had it. I'm back. It's Storm Boys. So he wants me to paint him purple. It's that's Blue's pay return for the subathon. The model that he gets to choose for me to paint. I want to dive into the new wave of Photon. Yeah, that does. Yeah, that new tank looks cool as shit, though. Brain not working? Yeah. I did. I just showed the box. I haven't opened the box yet. Because I've got to get... These guys are for these guys, and then I've got 45 zombies to do for that Wolfenstein event. And then after that, I'll be working on Blue's Storm Boys. And then, actually, I know Celestial Beast has... gets to choose a mini... Who else does? Hold on. Let me look real quick. Oh, yeah. I haven't even saran wrapped them yet. So... Storm Boys. Hold on, let me look at this list real quick. I think it's only actually Blue and Beast. I'll have to look back. It was the weird Wild Orcs. Oh, the new ones, the Age of Sigmar ones. All right, let's hit this. Let's hit the. You know what? I know what we're gonna do. We're gonna hit this with some Midland Flesh, and then we will. Yes, and then we will wash it with Reikland Flesh Shade and Care Bear Crimson. Some Voton vehicles are wheeled and some are hover. I have no room to say anything. I play Marines, dude. Like, we have those weird ass hover tanks they've been rolling out, and then we have we have the regular tanks. Like, also though, I wish they would bring back the train, and I wish they would make a hover train. That would be fucking hilarious. Yeah, so you have 4 Trench Crusade Warbands, Iron Sultan. I all in the STLs, so I have all the STLs, and I actually I bought the Prussians too. Crimson Fist and Black Legion, Stormcast, Cruel Boys, Skaven, Soulblight, Plague Marines, shit. Okay, that was dumb. Plague Marines, Deathwatch, Ashwaste Nomads, Spire Hunters, everything else is over for Halo, save 1 pack, everything for House Callius, for War Machine, save 1 box. Alright, I have the Japanese, the Americans, the Axis for Conflict 47. I have all the Battletech minis, like I said, like there's my Malice. Actually, who else do I have here? There's the Rifleman from Scouring Sands. There's a Merlin. That's a Peacemaker. Those are all ones that are just primed. I have a bunch of painted ones. We've been primarily painting them. I have Noise Marines. I have Plague Marines. I have Tyranids. I have every Death faction. I have some Thousand Suns. I actually don't have any Corn Berserkers now that I think about it. I do Blood Angels in both 40k and 30k. I have Salamanders because my oldest son plays Salamanders in both 30k and 40k. My daughter has Tyranids. I have Soulblight, Osiarchs, Sylvaneth. I have some Stormcast. I have Seraphon. Tomb Kings, Vampire Counts, the Night Haunt, Old Dominion, Wadrune. I actually did inherit some of the cities, or not city-states, the 100 Kingdoms that I haven't painted. I have every Gundam Assemble miniature has been released so far. I have I have everything that has been released for Carnival. Everything released from Malifaux up through 3rd edition. I have the Stormlight Archive miniatures. I have War Machine, which I have Cricks, like old Cricks. Yeah, plus a shitload of Gunpla. I own every single miniature from Marvel Crisis Prowler, except the three most recent, like I said. What else do I have? I have all the Mason models for Guild Ball. I have every model that's been produced for God Tier. I've never played the fucking game though. Most definitely Kindred Spirit. Thank you. Thankfully, Mrs. doesn't judge me with anybody because. Yeah, no, I am I get told basically how much I can spend because otherwise I will just keep going. My logic is that everything was hover, I would be less pissed at them. Mixed in the current era, why I don't like the hover due to flight stands. That's fair. That's fair. I understand. I do not like the flight stands. I'm with you on that. It's actually part of the reason I haven't put my Storm Talon together yet. Mixy mixy. Gotta do this without fucking up my... Crow, I don't think I've ever heard this song. This is fucking good, dude. Or if I did, you played it and it's like been once. Oh my god, there's a fucking piece of flash there I missed. It's fine. It's fine. It's gonna stay now. It's just gonna be a weird little talon thing that's on his leg. Alright. Leave that there. Spend 120 on Necromunda. Yeah, your trikes look cool as shit, though. Like, I loved your trikes, dude. Yeah, so that's the problem, is, like, the games I want to play, like, no one around here really plays. Like, I'd love to get more Malifaux. I would say, I think the more I thought about it, I recognized the voice. I just don't recognize the song. Alright, let me clean my airbrush out, and then we are gonna wash down the Nachtjägers, and I think we're gonna hit another wash coat on these guys, too. I have the two starters. I have a box of Battle Droids. I have a box of Wookiees. And I have a box of Mandalorians. That's all I have for for Legion. Oh, if you guys have not watched To Be Hero X, this is the opening theme to it. It is a fucking fantastic series. I cannot recommend it enough. Love G-Dog options or hover wheels. Yeah, they're real weird about that, too. 1 second. Sorry, Lunecra's mom scared me. She just put a ladder behind me. The problem is, as much as I really wish GW would give more options, they're not gonna ever give the dev time to make the optional part kits like that. Has to be conversion. Like, I'm sure you're not the only person with these feelings, Toby. Like, there has to be conversion points out there, or like 3D printing bold conversion parts. Like, they have to be out there. I want more in the actual fur points. I want it to be a little darker. I think it'll be alright once I actually start dry brushing, though. I also want some more on the abs. It's moving my nerves. Want to be so. The thing is, I don't. So I thought the rule was it had to be 3/4 or more GW plastic. I thought that was the rule. Also, like, I agree. I agree with you, Phaedrus. One of my favorite things one of the very first things I did when I got into hobby was build my brother. Like the last act of goodwill I did to him, was build my brother a like half-built Grey Knight's Dreadnought out of Fyodor's chair and shit. And it's not something I would be able to do today. I would not be able to get the parts to do that today. Where is my crimson? There it is. They must have changed it then, because last I heard it was 3/4 GW plastic. Oh, that's more crimson than I wanted. God, I haven't heard this song in fucking ages. My dad loved this song. Not my favorite SR-71 song, but it does have a certain nostalgia factor. Another option's expensive. That's fair. It's depressing. Like I get it though, because like I've gotten, recently I've gotten in those cycles of like, everything I want to do is not reasonable, and so it just ruins my want to do any of this kind of stuff. But like also this is the only thing that I feel relaxed doing anymore is painting and like hanging out here. Like it genuinely. But then like also not having people to play the games with ruins my want to do this, because like what's the point of me doing all the effort here if I can't go, play and show it off and stuff. That's always the thought. One sec. I'll be back in a second, guys. I am returned. Where's the other option? Blah, blah. A 3D printed deck box or Slayer. I mean, we go through those cycles, bro. It's understandable. I technically have a whole Necron army I'm supposed to be pinning for Zako. That I promised him the year Kitty Corner was born. And she'll be 9 soon. Johnny. Oh, no, I'm mostly just commiserating with Toby there. But I mean, nothing really. They're just the old man was just overly snippy and kind of pissy today. Hope you're feeling better, Neff. Did the test come back yet? Oh shit, I forgot to check my Diablo store today. Because I came home, I cooked, and immediately got here because I got home late. Oh, okay. Yeah, no, we were just talking about, like, depression and, like, keeping you from wanting to do your hobbies. Yeah, that's the whole reason I started streaming again. I would just come home and I would, like, vegetate on the couch and just, like, be just generally in and out of, like, consciousness, even if I was awake, like, physically. Fucking arm just broke off. Son of a bitch. And Lunecra just goes, well, why don't you start streaming? You know, you'll do your hobbies. You'll treat it like a job. I'm like, you know, you're right. And here I am. You mentioned it slightly. You didn't say exactly what happened. You did mention it slightly. Yeah, that's basically the extent of what you told me. When I messaged to ask how you were feeling, because I knew you weren't feeling great. That's understandable, though. Her pissing you off, I mean, not what she did. That's fucked up. No! Everything is breaking! God damn it. Hold on. That's why I hate metal minis. Bow it, rest in peace. We're all sick of your disease. Jesus. Alright, I gotta hold this until it fucking sets. I didn't check yet. I realized I forgot to. I'll check before I go to bed tonight. Is your store a GW store? Because I heard about GW's manager specifically being kind of shitty about it. Like the stores local to me, we don't have an actual GW. The closest local GW to me is like an hour and a half drive. GW affiliated order stock. Yeah, that's how all of the stores around here are, but they're a lot more relaxed about things. I need to get these fucking arms on here. This is annoying. Here. I'm gonna have to fix this paint on this arm. You know what? I hate this shit. It smells bad. You know, I might have to take and strip these Noctiaggers. I think I'm gonna have to strip these Noctiaggers. Damn it. Alright, we'll focus on getting the wolves done. I'm gonna have to strip the Noctiaggers and start them over. Because I need to be a little better about them being put together. Basically ask UTO, they want 100%. Yeah, there's depends on the store you're at, because like I said, my local store, they're not GW, they are GW affiliated, but they're not GW. Yeah, see, all these fucking wings are breaking off. We're gonna strip these guys, and I'm gonna green stuff them in place a little better, because I just glued them. God. Why are we stripping Germans? Because they're weird German vampire. Okay. So, the scientists took over after we bombed Dresden in this universe because we dropped the atom bomb on Dresden instead. And the scientists took anyone that refused to follow them and basically tried to keep the Reich going and experimented on them, and turned them into these weird gargoyle creatures or werewolves that are mindless beasts. And then called them Noctiaggers and used them as shock troops, and they're trying to use evil super science to make the world better. But I'm painting these guys for our Castle Wolfenstein event. That's why I'm stripping Germans, though, because I'm painting Germans. I don't think I've heard this cover. This is fucking good. It's always WYSIWYG and GW parts. I'm okay with WYSIWYG. I personally feel like if you're going to be playing a game, it needs to be as WYSIWYG as possible. There are exceptions to that rule. Obviously, you can't WYSIWYG BattleTech. But I personally, every miniature I have that is capable of being WYSIWYG will be WYSIWYG. I refuse to let them. So that part I'm okay with. GW parts only, not a fan. They are probably being overly cautious, though. I would believe that. Alright, let me get the shit so I can strip these Noctiaggers. The Shrek Wolfen are almost dry enough I can start doing the thing. I need to add this to my list. Hold on. I like this. This cover kicks ass. Not big was. I mean, to be fair. Let me see here. That's the front arc. That's a Warhammer. I could play BattleTech with that. Dating back to the Stone Age of the Greybeards. Exactly. I have. Hold on. Where? I think they're upstairs. I gave all of the standees from all the boxes to the kids. Yeah, no, she has a fantastic voice, too. Alright. Let's get these Jaegers stripped. She has the same inflection that Jonathan Davis has as well, which is fantastic. Wait, how long have you been gaming? How long have you been gaming, Phaedros? What? Hold on, what is it? Golden. I'll kill it when it comes up. And I'll catch up on lore in a second. Let me get these guys in here. Where's my degreaser? I think WYSIWYG is fine for the frontline troops. You have them abundance. Beagles easy to magnetize. So I don't know. I probably over magnetize. Hold on a second. Putting fetuses. I mean, I kind of am. Oh, fucking mice. Oh well, it's fine. They didn't ruin anything. They were just hiding there. All the above, Phaedros. We are drought. That's not Windex, it's degreaser. So we let this sit for 24 hours, and then when we come back, it'll be nice and no longer painted. Why are we drowning the fetuses in water? And Windex is fantastic. You have bad news. What? You've written. Oh no, Deus. You've written. You've done written. That's still not dry. Fuck. Fuck. I wish I had something I could dump that in, because that feels like such a waste of... Oh well. Oh well. Can't do anything about that. I'll dump it in my, my airbrush pot. Down your throat. I could drink it. Just take a gentle shot of... That's still fucking wet. Alright. Sure, Dave, send him on over. No, I mean, I agree to that point, Toby. What goes back to another problem, though, is that, like, if GW actually provided all of the options on every, like, character, that would make sense. I've been playing long enough and have a large enough bitbox that, like, and also I make ways to do it. I have enough, like, spare parts and stuff. I understand that not everyone does. I do also overlay magnetize. But you found it? Hell yeah, Steel. Yes. War Machine's new built-in magnets are actually fantastic. That was a great thing they did. Is this what's the name of that fucking band? Falling in Reverse? Ronnie, that dickhead Rotting Radix band. Like, he makes good music, but... Oh, GW won't. GW will never. So it's Fallen Universe, I thought so. I don't know. Every so often, GW surprises me, though. Like, every so often, they'll do something that's, like, completely unsurprised, or, like, completely out of left field, that every other gaming company has done years ago, but... I mean, let's be honest, they're still the only company that doesn't offer their rules entirely... Like, their unit rules entirely free. Exactly. That you're exactly right there, Toby. Give me 1 second. I'll be back in a moment. I want it! Alright. Terrible Day. That's true. Magnus. I have done that, Toby. Yes, easy. I just get back and I lose my shirt. Check DMs. Alright. It also depends on what kind of magnets you use, though. I do understand that. And I agree, though. Hold on. What a terrible day to have a Heights dance. I don't have $429, Easy. Good job, Crow. No, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I was just mostly giving you shit. Oh shit, it's the Dominion box. Oh yeah, Crow. Night, Nav. Maybe you should be stripping myself so the Germans. You're welcome. For those that come after. Exactly. True for the expense, add difficulty movement, I don't see it worth. So I do it personally because I like being able to see at a glance what I have and stuff. Yeah, it's the Dominion box. That's should be a push fit box, bro. It shouldn't be too bad to make to put it together. These are still wet. These are still wet. I don't think I have any easily accessible. I mean, yeah, you could build them with no glue. You don't. I wouldn't recommend it. I would recommend using glue, but yeah, those should be push fit. Thank you, Kiki. I didn't hear it go off. Hold on, I gotta fix tits. Second. I did just fix thy tits. You should write more sentences, Days. That's the wrong thing, Snap. That's the wrong thing, Snap. There you go. No! Why? Why would you do this to me? Why are these still not dry? It takes so long. Alright, we're just hanging out for a bit. We're still hanging out. Yeah, Kinder Eggs level. Yep. It's meant to be, they're primarily done for the entry boxes. The Dominion box was the, Sigmar 3rd edition? I think it was 3rd. We're 4th edition now? Scaventide was 4th edition, right? Yeah, the starter box. Thanks there, Neff. Thank you. I think it was. Hold on. I think Dominion was 3rd edition. Yeah, that was the 3rd edition starter set. Hold on. Let me see. Are they pushed to fit? Sigmar push fit? Question mark? Oh. This is the thing. Yes, they are actually push fit. Oh, I need to send this to Zaku. Thank you, Deus. Thank you. Yeah, you would use glue to cover up the seams. Although they've gotten better with recent push fits, like there's overlapping armor plates and stuff. So. Have you never built any kind of models before, Crow? Yeah, two small armies. Yeah. It's hold on. I'll read off what's in it. One sec. I am so sending this to Zaku. Alright, let's see. There are 60 miniatures of Stormcast Eternals and Orc War Clan Cruel Boys. 21 Stormcast Eternals, which includes the character Yendrasta the Celestial Spear, a Lord Impermanent on with Grifthound, a Knight Vexler with the Banner of Apotheosis, 3 Praetors, 1 Knight Arcanum, 3 Annihilators, and 10 Vindicators. The Cruel Boys have 1 Killaboss on Great Gnashtooth, 1 Merknob on Belchabana, 1 Slampchala Shaman with Potgrot, Killaboss with Stabgrot, Manskewer Bolt Boys, Gut Rippas, and a Hobgrot Slitaz. And I probably mispronounced the shit out of all that. Yeah, it's it was the kickoff box for 3rd edition Age of Sigmar. Oh, that was fucking beautiful. All you ever do is throw things at me, Kiki. Man, I want to start dry brushing these guys, but the fucking wash is still wet. Give it like another minute. It's just a little tacky. Hair dryer? Nah, I don't have a hair dryer, dude. Yeah, I've heard some Voltaire. I can't think of the name of the song. It was definitely not that. Yeah, well, I'm gonna grab another drink and then we'll start dry brushing that. So Alright, we're back. Alright. Zombie prostitute's the only one. I feel like I know that one. Put it in the oven about 359 for 35 minutes. Let me just melt my pewter. Yeah, sounds like a perfect idea. He did, oh, that's it! Yeah, the Billy and Mandy one. Alright, let's work on... Let's start with this guy. Where's my other stand? I'll do this one as well. Up my ass? Yeah, probably. You're probably right. Oh shit, you right. Why does this sound like the fucking Muppets version? Oh, come on, don't... We're not starting that! And oh so modest, huh? Actually... I would if these fucking bases weren't so goddamn flimsy, Toby. Why does it feel like Meister singing? It does kind of feel like Meister singing, you're right. Fucking dry brush is hard as shit. I cleaned these not long ago. That one's fine. Why is this one so fucking hard? Is that how I breathe? That's what I'm trying to breathe. That werewolf just launched forward and fucked everything up. Now it sounds like Michael Jackson's here. Thanks, Kiki. Thanks, Kiki. Yeah. Yeah. And hard, too, huh? That's way... That's still way too much. Why are you? I feel like I'm in danger, especially with the two of you here. I'm in danger, aren't I? I don't know. I just have an immense sense that I'm in danger. You didn't clip me abusing the models? What? What, Toby? You're an innocent gremlin? No, no. Oh god. Phaedrus is here too. That is, getting a little lighter than I wanted. Wild cherry water, not anything else. I mean, I've got cherry limeade pineapple. A 5-minute reprieve while you put your. Oh no. I am in danger. Where is my other brush? Let's do. Sebastian Gray. Got a rock. Wait, what about a vampire? What about a vampire, Kiki? Yeah, the D4 characters get high a lot. I have noticed that. And then Army's gonna blow me up or run experiments. I mean, or both. It could always be both. How to check track? Should be exclamation point Q, I believe. I'm back on the menu. Oh God. I'm stripping some vampires right now. They're in the degreaser. Some vampire creature things. Because I fucked up too much and I need to rebuild them before I can actually paint them properly. I don't know what color I want to do these. You know, I think you guys are gonna have normal wolfy feet. Like, I know they're like weird little chicken feet things, but I ain't painting them chicken feet. Because fuck that noise. Sarsburg stripping vampires is pretty top tier. They could be shiny vampires, you never know. There are vampire Pokemon out there. Oh! Become a super. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? I'm skipping this. This is so stupid. Keep Silver Knife just exactly. Good for Rush. True. That was fucking stupid. In the best way, but it was fucking stupid. Silver technically should work on ghosts, yes. You're welcome, Crow. You can blame Neff for that one. My dry brushing is not dry brushing properly tonight. It's fine. Like, I can make it work, but it's not doing the way I really want it to. Like, when I do that, it looks fine. What the fuck? Most mirrors are silver alignment. Exactly. So that's actually part of the reason why they believe that that vampires were not able to be seen, or part of why they believe vampires couldn't see their own reflections in mirrors, is because of silver lining. They couldn't see because the silver was blocking their reflection. Yep. Oh, you said, yep, Phaedra said it right there. Yep. Yep. Silver works. Yeah, I'm with Crow. I can't afford to bail you out, bro. All right, I think we're gonna leave that there. We will edge highlight the shit out of that. Because... I assumed you had a guy, Toby. Oh, right. Sorry, I'm not supposed to know about your guy. Right. Understand, never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, never gonna run around, desert you, never gonna make you cry, never gonna say goodbye, never gonna tell a lie, hurt you. Never gonna give you up, never gonna let you down, gonna run around, desert you, never make you cry, never gonna say goodbye. What, Crow? I can't confirm or deny. Just saying there's a ghost monkey not far from me. You're gonna have to send me that story. I don't think I know about that story, Toby. We're gonna have to do another, bonfire stream coming up soon. Like, I know I was gonna try to keep them to, like, Halloween, but I think we're gonna have to make that more common. Where is the frostbite? Okay. And the underbelly move. Did I read it on the stream? Okay, so Toby, look. I know I have degrees and stuff, and I know I'm a professor. But can I remind you that I'm fucking stupid? What's up, Space Wolf? How you doing, buddy? Hey, Toby, can we just have to make sure that it's well understood that I am what you call a fucking idiot. You're at least slightly positively stupid. I don't think it's negative stupid. I think anyone that listens to me makes sense. I'm buying plastic. These are pewter space wolves. These are pewter. How goes the werewolfing? Cursing and sloshing sounds. Werewolves. How you feeling, Blue? It is not a type of plastic. Pewter is metal, dude. The only plastic on these bitches are the base. God, I've heard this song in fucking forever. Yeah, I know. It surprised the shit out of me too, dude. They do resin, model, and plastic, dude. How am I going? It's going pretty good actually. It's probably one of the better days I've had in a long time. I assume Lunecra's showing you around, Blue, to your new model. Right, Yeah, I'm probably gonna be heading to bed in a couple minutes, or probably getting off relatively shortly at 2, because I want to finish a little more on these guys, but just I was up really late last night. I do have Gundam tomorrow, so I'll be here, but I'll probably be closer to 8 EST. So day's been all right. Still learning how to be a parent. Yeah, it's a big learning curve, dude. It really is. I have had many years to learn that. Night, Toby. Wait, Toby, where's my goodnight kiss? What color do I want to make these guys' eyes? That's really a question. What color do I make their eyes? Shit. Blue. Do blue. You know, you got a point, actually. Oh, thanks, baby. Night, Toby. Hard, Toby. Pornography. Night, buddy. I'm sorry, Crow. I just got that certain je ne sais quoi. Chips and salt. The kind of shit sit on your TV. The gay walker. That's fucking, I mean, same, but that's fucking fantastic, Atros. Yeah, no, I'm gonna have to use that one. That's going in the lexicon. That's that's fucking fantastic. Night, buddy. Multi-talent. You, damn it. That's amazing. Life is a waterfall. And when we hear the word, use ourselves to find it all. We are the ones who play. Oh, God, but you never want to stay. We are the ones that you lose. Always wanna go, but you never wanna lose. It could be a new nickname for Planeswalkers. That's so good. Toby, you need to sleep, guy, but that's fantastic. In the sky, there's a the waterfall, through the river, of the walls. Choose blue. In the sky, and the woods young. Kobe's going to timeout. Talk to you. Wait, did you give him his stuffed animal? Toby need Teddy. Oh, speaking of Chandra, so Phaedrus, you might be able to fill this in for me. Speaking of Chandra and Nissa, I thought Chandra, right? He is Raki. Yep, right, the raccoon. Pedro. Pedro's the name of the raccoon. Remember, that's what he always wants me to name my raccoon anytime I pop one up in something. So like I said, last time I really played and delved into the lore incredibly hard was New Phyrexia. I thought Chandra and Jace were an item. And then apparently he's with Liliana now, and they have a little kid. Like, where did that come from? Oh, it was Gideon. Oh, Chandra having the hots. Vraska's the one I was thinking of. Chandra. Yeah, I knew. Okay. Managed to make half Gorgon daughter something. Okay. I thought Jace was with Liliana, and they have the little he reminds me of a Yordle for League of Legends. I don't remember. I think his name's like Trinket or something. No, not Trinket. It's it was something I was kind of like, wow, that's a really stupid name, but like he's adorable. These greedy lesbians, exactly. What's obsessed? Now he's the villain of the next. I mean, Jace is a villain every like 15 minutes, dude. Like it happens. Loot, that's it. Yes. Loot is what I was thinking of. They named the fucking baby Loot. He's there to be an adorable little monster that they can build the next arc on, because I think they've exhausted Jace after 20 years. No, but I has he always been a Vraska? Because I thought it was Liliana. I know Liliana, or Gideon had a thing for Liliana. There was a time where Liliana corrupted Gideon. By the way, Crow, this is a banger fucking song, dude. Like, you know, you and I have very similar music tastes, and I love shit like this as well as I love metal. So, this really fucking good. I actually like this a lot. So wait, and is Soren still in love with the angel? In the corner of a restaurant, he said, "Come with your arms raised high, and catch me." Jason Ross's kid is 10. Oh, so they have an actual kid too now. Oh. He had amnesia again and didn't know she was evil. Okay. Like I said, the last time I played was the first Innistrad set, New Phyrexia. So, like, my information is, what, 14 years out of date? She actually changed for him though. Yeah, apparently, like, the entire Magic cast has secret love children. Like, for all I know, fucking Nico Bolas and Urza have a kid. She got to spark. Jason needs, as Jace is wont to do. Like, if I had $1 for every time that motherfucker decided he was going to go play God. He's almost as bad about it as fucking Urza. Like, Urza, like, did technically become a god because, you know, what, I don't remember what they call it, the reformation of the Spark when they turned planeswalkers into what they are now. I mean, my favorite planeswalker was always, oh fuck, what's his name? The human, the white aspected human who just, like, is a random dude who's just like, yeah, I'm here to help. The Mending, thank you, Deus. Yes. I mean, Urza committed war crimes, and so did his brother. Like, Urza was a war crime to some degree. God, what is his fucking name? I can picture him. Tony Soprano. Yeah, Tony Soprano. Yeah, because all the other ones were desparked, weren't they? Because, like, wasn't who's the original Fire Mage girl? Was it Draska? That sounds right. I love how it just automatically repowered this. I'm looking at a list. I'm looking for a list of planeswalkers. Hold on. Nahiri the Lithomancer. That's the one I was talking about the other week. The other day that I couldn't remember when I was talking with Toby. It was yeah, Jaya. Thank you. Nahiri the Lithomancer was the one that was in my artifact commander deck. Okay, it is fucking Gideon. Gideon's like, yeah. I like Gideon. I like Nissa. Yeah, I don't know any of these. Wait, Jessica's a Planeswalker now? But Johnny was always cool, too. Who is the male green aligned Planeswalker I was thinking of? I don't care about interactions, I just want a list. Luna is currently trying to fight to bring Gids back. Okay. Yeah, Planeswalkers did used to be living demigods, that's true. Missed my question. All good. There was a green... new Phyrexia, hold on, green Planeswalker. I can picture it. It's like a barbarian dude. Garruk, Primal Hunter and Caller of Beasts. That's Gideon and him were like my favorite too. Yep, Garruk. Thank you. Yeah, I like both of them. Just in general, he was a really cool guy that I feel like they should have done more with him. All right. What color should I do the doggy noses? Should I do black or pink noses? What do y'all think? Yeah, but Deus, last time I played was when did that come out? Oh, Jesus Christ. September 30th, 2011 was the last set I played in its release date. So 2011. So, fucking 25 years or 15 years that since I played last. Like, and I really paid attention to things. Since I recall, because Liliana subject to the curse of the chain. Yes, I remember the chain veil. Yep. I also had Liliana in my one deck. I did enjoy her very much, and I like Sorin. I do like Sorin, because who doesn't like fucking not Strahd Vampire Daddy, All right, what color did I paint these notes? He went out like a G though, made sacrifice to play and tanked the damage. So that's the thing is like as a retired paladin, as a tank main in everything I do, I love stories like that. Those Bolivian army endings, where you pan to, Casillas, welcome in, buddy. What are you doing? Hold up. Did my auto shutout didn't go in? Are any of my mods here? There it goes. Where are you painting, dude? For those of you who don't know, hello. I am ProfIscariot, Archon History and Folklore. We are working on some Shrekwolfen for Conflict 47 for a Castle Wolfenstein inspired event I will be attending. I also have some Nachtjägers that are currently soaking in degreaser because I fucked up and need to green stuff those limbs together a little better because they were falling apart while I was trying to wash them. And, excuse me, we have 45 Totencore, or the zombies, to build as well. To build and paint. Gara, what color should I paint the fucking werewolf noses? I'm going. This is the guy that's the most done. I started picking the eyes out and I picked the teeth out. The pants are gonna stay roughly that. I need to do some highlighting. The legs, I'm gonna probably do. I'm not sure yet. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the exit. Red tank blood. Hell yeah. Fucking hell yeah. As a fellow Blood Angels player, I approve. Yeah, we've just been talking Magic lore, because, like, I've been out of the game of Magic for a long time, and I really do enjoy the lore. I think it is contrived at times, but I enjoy it. At the house one, to the sun, go to have some fun. Since they are plenty, the alcohol is free. That's all to the night. The alcohol is free. Whoa, night we drink together. Yeah, I don't know if I want to do like a brown nose on the gray, or I want to do a pink nose, but I think I want to make something a dark juxtaposition, like a black nose. Black is traditional. You have a good point, and my husky's nose was also black, so I might go with that. I might actually. It might like just be a duller gray. Is really what I do. That's the ocean. Drunk in many bars. In Mexico. That's when we partied hard. Yo, tonight we drink together. Oh, tomorrow we may die. Yo, Mexico, far to the south where the cactus grow. And a donkey show. Mexico, Mexico, yo, Mexico. That is really thick. We are going to have to add some water to that. Do some flow improver, actually. Where are you, Sir Mixie Brush? Mexico. Oh, Mexico. South where the cactus grow. Ice in the snow. 2 margaritas and a taco. Let's go to Mexico. And of course, I thinned it out a little too much. It's kind of. It looks kind of like a clown. I fucking love that. Alright, I'll do a couple more things on this, and then we'll jump in tomorrow with these guys. Systems. All through the skin, will solve no soul. All through skin, will solve through bone. Oh, I really like how that turned out. I'm really happy with that. We're gonna do some edge highlighting on this fur. Pocket shrimp! What's up, Siege? Where the fuck is my... Siege! Look, I'm painting your D&D character. Systems. You're gorgeous! I'm gonna look longingly into these blue eyes of yours I'm painting. Just fears in my machine. With every morsel scream. No, we're playing a homebrew with Nath. Siege, it's like semi it's using D&D rules, but it's more of like a World of Darkness setting. And Siege is a werewolf who's a quack doctor that just recently got demoted to janitor. There, you can explain more if you want, Siege, but it's a whole thing. Yeah, it's a D&D framework with a World of Darkness-esque campaign. I'm a werebear. Like, I'm the werebear head of security for the company we work for. So we all work for the one party member is a I don't remember what Rebound's actual race is. Siege. I don't remember what he's not human, but I don't remember what his actual race is. Cause Shadow is an Archon. Deus is a vampire. I'm a werebear. You're a werewolf. I don't remember what Siege is. Something holy. Yeah. He's an incompetent drug addict werewolf who's currently the go-between between racist vampire and the gnomish idea. Yes, he is. It said racist vampire is Deus. Our head of IT. I'm the head of security as a werebear. You know, I literally chose werebear because I knew you, because you already chose werewolf. Like, I didn't want to have two werewolves in the party. But it's worked out, and I think it's actually been really fucking funny. I don't want to hear this song. I don't really want that either, but you know what? I can live with that. Play an old warrior in D. So my last D&D character was prior to this in like traditional D&D was a Furbolg blood hunter, a Furbolg wereboar blood hunter, and it was a lot of fun. Prior to that, I had a silver dragonborn monster hunter, who was like who specialized in dual sword combat because he was from a family of renowned mercenaries, and he was born sickly, so they were training him to be like a skald because they were, you know, from the tundra. They were Nordic inspired because they were silver dragonborn. Well, they explained this to him, but in his mind, he wasn't meeting up to the family standards, so he ran away from home to make a name for himself so they'd have to acknowledge him as a warrior. But he was a dual sword focused ranger because he knew the skaldic magics and stuff like that, while demanding to be like a barbarian fighter like the rest of his family. So that was my other character previous to that for Bolg Bloodhunter. Which I never got him to his story to fully play out, unfortunately, because that campaign kept falling apart. But I would very much like to bring him around sometime again into some kind of campaign. But it would have to be a very traditional campaign, and I don't currently have anyone. My Tuesday group, we are currently playing Victoriana, and I am the baseline human. I'm the baseline human bodyguard of an elven noblewoman who basically her parents are letting her run around and play Sherlock Holmes detective with a 12-year-old magical engineer prodigy and a cocaine addicted dwarf physician who is I don't know what Victoriana calls it, but the people that can see and manipulate ghosts. Yeah, so like where is Pallid Witch Flesh? That's Wraithbone. I feel like every time I need Pallid Witch Flesh, I can't fucking find it. Gray Seer might actually work. Yeah, no, I have some really interesting characters that like my friends have come up with, and you know that's including you all. Like some of the stories that I've heard from like Deus and you. The other really fun part is like Siege and I started like play flirting, and it's kind of semi becoming canon. But Siege's character is my character's best friend as is. Hey, it's my favorite Iron Maiden song. Story of your no losses aren't fighting a big bird. We went hunting that bird to the end of the right. Hell yeah. Hey baby, what up, Siege? And I am just pouring it out here. Got you, got Toby, got my actual wife. Alright. Let's do the Gray Seer and the Ceramite, I guess. It's not what I'm looking for, but I can't find the Pallid Witch Flesh that I know I own. What the fuck happened to the Gray Seer? I will pray for you. I will call your name out loud. I will pray for you. I only see her now. I'm living on a razor's edge. I'm balancing on the edge. I'm just everyone. If you want a little too crow, it's fine. I figure. I can't even finish that joke. I'm so sorry. I love you, buddy. The evil that men do lives on and on. The evil that men do lives on and on. The evil that men do lives on and on. The evil that men do. Drink more beer. I don't have beer. I have vodka tonic, and it's almost out. Cheers. And I will pray for one day you'll be returned. Don't you die on. On a razor's edge, dancing on the edge, living on a razor's edge. The evil that men do. I'm about to be assaulted. Don't go downstairs. Okay.
I'm suffering allergies.
I know you are. I know you know before I got home.
I'm just saying, though, allergies plus mold.
Bork, 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 bork.
I do not need the bork in my face.
Bork. The dry brushing didn't work as super well as I wanted it because my dry brushes are a little weird, so I gotta do a little more cleanup work. But I'm happy with the way it turned.
Own the oldest help.
Yeah, that's technically the oldest chore, but one of us actually needs to help him.
Yeah, because he's not quite strong enough to do it. I did it for a little bit just break at one point. Like certain parts that busted.
Cars right next to him.
Yeah. I'm a little too close to there's a plant bed that had a really bad snake in it.
Oh, the plant bed that had the copperhead in it?
Yeah.
Yeah. The one plant bed that had the baby copperhead in it, yeah. She's gonna fucking eat things.
It's kind of implied in the nickname, yeah.
This is why things are not supposed to be in her eating presence.
Fine, I'll put her away.
I mean, how long's she been out? It's about, yeah, she can go to bed. Let the other one out, and we'll, yeah. I know, love. Do you make this bracelet olive green or olive green and gray? We're dealing with something we're trying to break, but the one puppy has decided that her son is no longer allowed in her presence and has turned to a fight on sight, despite the fact that the other puppy is her son. So we have to take turns with them currently. That's what we were talking about with that. We need time to supervise the two of them together. So yeah. We don't know why it very spontaneously happened. Like we don't really know why. So we just need time to have them out supervised together and like in the yard more. But obviously that's not happening tonight. And we're doing it in limited bursts until we can trust them. Okay, I'm really happy about how that's turned out. Yeah, it's a slow roll. It's been a couple months. We're working on it, but it's not an everyday thing. So like today, I got home a little late, and we like Lunecra and Rock mowed the yard before I even got home, and just it's it's a 85-pound Lab Pit Chow Boxer mix and her 120-pound Lab Pit Chow Boxer mix Husky son. So it is a struggle what they do decide to go. Like they're not weak dogs. They're both very strong dogs. So Master Van Asgard. And of course, the puppy thinks mommy's playing until, it's too late. I say puppy like he's not fucking 7 years old. You can't bet things Gwenny's playing until it's too late, or too late to stop the fight. I haven't heard this song in a while. My grandmother wants to get us another husky puppy, so, you know. Because she's wanted to get one ever since Sorum died. I mean, she's only a year and a half, 2 years older than him. We've been in this house. We bought this house in 2017, April of 2017. We got her, she was 4 months old when we got her. We got her the week after we moved in. So, because what happened when the litter happened was we went to get her a spade, and she had a heart murmur, so they would spare. And then we went out for dinner one night, and her and Sorum decided they could figure out how to open the crate together while she was in heat. And we came home to them being out, and a few days later we found out she was pregnant. Which resulted in 3 pups, which we have a little girl that didn't make it through the night. We have Gambit, who is the pup we kept, and then there's Stitch, who was my cousin's pup until semi-recently, because just he didn't have anyone to keep him, so he put him up for adoption. And he was a good boy. He definitely found a home. Right, teenagers. Considering Sora was 5 or 6 at that point. He's keeping the family tradition strong. I'm the first person in my family to make it out my teenage years without a child, and you know he just had to make sure he kept the family tradition strong because Dad didn't, you know. I'm really happy about how this is turning out. This fucker's separated. Really separated. Shit, this pain might be bad. It's fucking chunky. Hello, here at ProfIscariot's classroom, we practice thickening our paints. You're always told, thin your paints, do 2 thin coats. We add cornstarch jars. Jokes aside, I think the ceramite white's fucked. Yeah, this ceramite's white's fucked. I'm gonna throw this out. I actually know a girl who bought like an actual vibrator and rubber bands her paints to it to shake them. I know a girl in real life that did that. So like the joke about, you know, she does it like it goes through her whole collection like every couple days just to make sure they don't like do that to her. I mean, that's my point. It like, I was like, she told me about it when we were at the store one day, and I'm like, I mean, it's a dumb idea and it works. It's not a dumb idea. I love this song. Your voice every single time you open up your mouth. I love this song. The words that I hate your guts. Sing from sing it for the world, sing it for the world. I'm really happy with how that's turning out. Alright, where is... Still don't know what to do with these fucking feet, though. Alright, we're gonna do... I should have some umber. Sing for the thing. Sing the world. Sing for sing. Sing. I think we're probably gonna have to cut it in a minute. My fucking eyes are starting to hurt, but I'm really happy with how that's turning out. Alright, you know what? We're actually... Let me slide over. Alright. I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be working on those more. I'm really fucking happy with how it's turning out. So I think that's what we're gonna lean towards. Get them done. Let me see. We will raid into a friend tonight. Who do we have? We raid our friends every night, but that's beside the point. Let me turn off Ailstorm. Yeah, my eyes are starting to hurt. I'm gonna probably get off the bed. Like I said, I was up later than I expected last night. Small's doing Green Hearth Necromancer. Carmine's playing Elden Ring. Signum's playing Wasted. Yari is playing Pokemon Unite. Kitty Shark's doing art. Primothy's playing Blood. You know what? We'll raid Crim. Crim's going. Yeah, Crim is going through it right now. So we're gonna raid on over to my boy Crim. Yeah. Yep. You know, like that's exactly. Crim's been going through it, so he's had a shitty week. We're gonna give him some love. Well, we gave him love last night. We'll give him love tonight. I didn't realize he was still alive. So we're gonna raid on over to Crim. I will be back tomorrow, like I said. I'm going to Gundam, so it'll probably be closer to like 8, depending on how many players we have. We'll see. We'll see when I actually get home. If not, we'll be painting basically every chance we get for the foreseeable future. If I'm not doing things with other people, which is kind of what I'm going for. Love you too, bro. Thank you, Crow. Thank you for hanging out. But yeah, no. So we're gonna get these guys done. We're gonna get some other stuff done. We have other shit to do, like blues, goblin, or fucking orcs. I can speak. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so we're gonna raid on over to Krim. He's literally one of my best friends in the entire world. I've known the man for approaching 2 decades, if not 2 decades already. Like genuinely one of my best friends in real life and everything. He deserves all of your love. He's going through a shit time, so show it to him, please.
And we will be back on the morrow with something. If it's too late for me to paint, I'll jump in. We'll hang out for at least a little bit. Barring, of course, something happening with my work, like it always happens. So anyway, we're gonna go ahead and raid over to Krim. He's playing Bloodborne. Like I said, give me love. If you got a raid message, that's up to y'all. Like, I don't ever think to make those, and I don't even know what I would do, to be honest. I have a raid mode. Use it. Anyway, so thank you all for coming. Thank you for hanging out. And wait, it's just auto-rated. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for hanging out, and I will see you guys on the morrow. So have a good night tonight. Have a good day tomorrow, and class is dismissed. Good night, everyone.